Hi everyone and welcome back to the 24th episode of Praticamente Inglese. Ciao a tutti e bentornati al 24esimo episodio di Praticamente Inglese. Today we will be talking about the job interview questions and answers as well. So as I promised in the previous episode, we were talking about the hiring process. And I said, okay, let's do the next episode. We will be talking about some questions you could face during an interview. So here we are. Let's get started. The first question is the most popular one. And this is the one. Tell me about yourself. So when you are in front of an HR specialist, an HR coordinator, or I don't know, the HR manager, or the one who will be your next boss, maybe. The first thing they want to know is who you are. Who are you? Okay? Tell me about yourself. So you could say, and you need to be really smart on this. So you could say, I don't know, my name is Mattia. I worked for 10 years as marketing manager in this company, in this other company. I have studied at the university marketing. I have a degree. I have a bachelor degree. I have a PhD. I have a master degree, wherever. So you talk about the education. You talk about your previous experience. You talk about yourself also as in terms of attitude, the kind of attitude you have, what kind of person you are. You talk about your character as well, okay? So first question, very important. Introduce yourself in a way that is smart, I would say. Second question, how did you hear about us? So, how did I hear about you? You are the best company in the field. You're very popular. You're famous. You are the leading company in this sector. So that's the reason why I know you. Or maybe a colleague of mine told me about your company. I understand that you are growing. And when I saw that you were looking for a marketing manager, I applied straight away. Okay, so that could be an hypothetical question and answer. Third question, why do you want to work for us? Why do you want to work at this company? Oh my God, you are one of the best growing company in the sector. You communicate great values. I don't know. You spread your knowledge everywhere. You really care about your employees. So you could say those kind of things and the reason why you want to join the company. Okay. You are a dream company. Okay. Another question could be, why should we hire you? Why I have to hire you? What you will bring to the table? What you will give us? So you could say, I'm a very skilled professional. I know very well the tasks required for the role. I have great experience. I don't know, I'm a team player. That's very nice. Usually, the fact that you are a team player, you like to work with other people. That's very good. I always want to achieve great results for myself and for my colleagues, for the company I work with. Those are kind of questions you can give. Another question is, what are your greatest strengths? Usually they ask you strengths and weaknesses. So very popular question. So, but it's a tricky question. So you have to say, I don't know, I can handle stressful situation. I'm very polite. I'm always I always a person supporting my team, the people I work with. I have a positive attitude, always smiling. I don't know, always trying to help other people. So, and you could say those are your strengths. The other question is, what are your weaknesses? What do you think? What kind of weaknesses do you have? And I would not play too much with this question. So don't say that your weaknesses are, I don't know, perfectionism, or I'm too precise. I work too much. Don't say those kind of things, because people hearing you will think that you're trying to how can I say, you're trying to escape from this question. You need to, if you're a good person, you could say, I am not good at this. For example, I am not able to handle stressful situations. That's not good, but this is the way I am. What can I do? Or I'm not very good communicating, but I'm very good at, coding on the computer. So it doesn't mean that if I am not a great communicator, that means that I'm not good for the job. Okay? So be sincere. So you just say exactly what your weakness is. Okay? Another question could be, what is your greatest achievement in the previous role? That's very important. For example, if you are applying for a sales job, you would talk about numbers. You would talk about revenue you have generated with a deal that you managed, that you handle on yourself. So I don't know. You could say, when I closed a big deal of 500,000 euros for my previous company, I was chasing my client for an entire year, and then at the end, after doing this and that and those other things and so forth, I received the client approval, and my company closed a deal of 500,000 euros. Okay, and you can explain how you managed to do it, how you did it, and what you've done. Okay. Another question could be, tell me about a challenge or something that you have faced at work and how you dealt with it. That's a very popular question. Very similar to the previous one. So you could say, when I was working in the merging of the company we acquired in 2017, I had a lot of issue with their management team. So after doing this and after doing that, everything went very well. The merge was completed in less time than expected, and everyone was really happy about my job. Okay. I would say let's pick up another couple of questions. So we can do 10 questions and 10 answers in this episode, and maybe we could do more in the next one. So another question could be, why are you leaving your current job? Why are you leaving? Listen, I'm looking for a new challenge. So, very popular answer. After 5 years, I've nothing left to do there. I have no more motivation in my previous role. I don't get along with the new management. They have a different view now. My boss is stressing me out. I don't know, whatever. Maybe don't say this. And another question could be, looking at your CV, Mattia, can you explain why you changed 3 jobs in 5 years. That's a really bad question, because usually when you change often your job, company, whatsoever, they look at you like, that's a troublemaker. That's a person, not reliable person. So you need to be very smart to describe the reason why you left so often, and you worked around for different companies in such a small period of time. So maybe you'd say, I worked there 6 months and then my boss left, and so I was lost. And then I went there and this other thing happened, whatever. So you need to be very smart, because that's a tricky question. So guys, we talked about 10 popular questions and answers I've tried to answer as well during a job interview. So tell me, what do you think? And now let's talk a little bit in Italian, ok? So, come sapete, sto cercando di fare questi nuovi episodi parlando tanto in inglese all'inizio, e poi magari andiamo a ritoccare qualcosina dopo che magari non avete capito, eccetera. Ovviamente ho parlato delle 10, penso di averne dette 10 domande classiche, ma sono veramente super classiche, cioè io ne ho fatte di interviews, vi posso assicurare che bene o male queste sono le domande che vi fanno. Tell me about yourself, quindi raccontami di te. How did you hear about us? Come mai, dove hai sentito di noi, cosa, come ci conosci, perché ci conosci. Why do you want to work for us? Perché vuoi lavorare per noi? Why should we hire you? Perché dovremmo assumerti? What are your greatest strengths and weaknesses? Quali sono i tuoi punti di forza e quali sono invece le tue debolezze? Questo è molto importante ed è un classicone. What is your greatest achievement in your previous role? Qual è stato il tuo più grande risultato che hai ottenuto nel tuo ruolo precedente? E quindi dovrai spiegare, insomma, una situazione che ha fatto sì, appunto, che avessi questo grande risultato. Tell me about a challenge or a conflict you have faced at work and how you dealt with it. So, dimmi qual è stato, un challenge, una sfida o un conflitto che hai affrontato nel tuo lavoro precedente e come lo hai affrontato. Questa è un'altra importante domanda, e ovviamente la risposta è fondamentale per tanti HR. Why are you leaving your current job? Perché stai lasciando il tuo attuale datore di lavoro? E anche lì devi essere bravino con le spiegazioni. E poi quella un po' più tricky per chi cambia spesso lavoro è: looking at your CV, can you explain why you changed 3 jobs in 5 years? Guardando il tuo curriculum, mi spieghi com'è possibile che hai cambiato 3 volte il lavoro in 5 anni? E spesso qui, insomma, pensano che tu sia non proprio una persona, come dire, se non gliela spieghi bene pensano che tu non sia una persona affidabile, no? Che cambi spesso lavoro perché, insomma, non ti trovi, o perché qualcuno forse ti spinge a farlo, o perché magari ti hanno cacciato, no? E quindi questa forse è una delle più toste. Let's do this. Let's do another episode maybe next week. I will pick other 10 questions with 10 answers as well. I'll try to answer as well. I think I will split this episode in 2 parts. So we'll do job interview part 1, this one, and then job interview part 2 in the next episode. That's it for today, guys. Thank you very much for your support. I really appreciate that you connected with me on LinkedIn, that you are giving me great feedback. I've just done a post on LinkedIn saying about the success of Praticamente Inglese, which is like one of my hobby, and is like number 20 in the general chart of podcast in Italy on Spotify. That's a great achievement for a small podcast like this one. So I'm very, very happy. I'm super happy about this. That means that I'm giving value to the people listening to my episodes and to the podcast. So I'm very happy about it. Continue to, leave your feedback, give me more feedback, and I'm very happy to, trying to reply to you, and trying to add more episodes to the podcast. So thank you very much, guys. I hope you're enjoying the podcast, and what can I say? Have a great weekend. I'm recording now. It's Saturday. So have a great weekend, everyone, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.
Segui i podcast di Voice sulla tua app di podcast preferita. E se sei un utente Prime, ascoltalo senza pubblicità su Amazon Music.